Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Friday, October 24th at 7 p.m. Central, and I am live. It is week 43 of 2025, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 51 degrees with a high of 60 and a low of 34. Welcome to my broadcast. I am here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs, pretty pictures, and the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. In other words, I show you what I'm doing, I show you how I'm doing it, and then I explain why I did what I did. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who'll see this broadcast after the fact. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. All right, so let's talk about what I'm going to be doing tonight. The first project that I'm doing is our little pirate teddy bear from Critters in Halloween Costumes Jubilee, which is one of my books, which is why I can give it to you for free to color with me. This is the book. Cute little book. I know a number of you purchased it. And all the critters are in Halloween costumes. This is a companion book to Critters and Tutus Jubilee, which you guys absolutely loved. And this is what inspired this book. All right. The next project I'm going to be working on, because hold on, let me get it. We finished our book. This are our Peace Country Christmas by Creative Haven. And I wanted to show you last night because I was running out of time, but I went ahead and I put rhinestones on the various things in the piece. See, check it out. So we've got it on the Christmas tree, the lights, and I also put it on the headlight of the car. So I finished that up for you. Gave you some ideas on how to color it. I think it turned out beautifully. I'm happy with it. I would tell you if I weren't. But I think we got a good do on this. Okay. Now, the next project that I'm going to be working on, because I always do 2 projects, I decided to pull out my Hannah Carlzon book, Midnight Masquerade. Hopefully some of you have this book. Let me know if you do. Very pretty book. Hannah Carlzon has that unique style. I thought that this would be a fun book to pull a project from. And the project that I'm going to be doing, let me move this. Is a ballroom scene with a peacock. So this is the image that I will be doing. It's a beautiful piece. I think you'll enjoy it. All right. Now, let me take a second to get all the links that you need for this stuff. First of all, I'll give you the Buddy Images link. There are 2 other images that I have posted for you for free. So if you check out that link, you'll see your 2 additional freebies. Let me get you that Midnight Masquerade. There you go. All right, we got everything. All right, let's see who's popped in. Hi, Tam Tam. Jackie Mitchell. Hello, Jackie. Onyx. Miss Karen. Hi, Karen. Hi, Rhonda. Miss Janie. Hi, Valerie. All right, how was everybody's day today? Win, lose, or draw? Now, Onyx is going to keep reminding everybody to hit that like button. Guys, please, if you're a regular, hit the like button. It gives other people the opportunity to come in and reap the same benefits that you guys have. Free images, companionship. Onyx always hands out tacos. So, hit the like button and tell me win, lose, or draw. How is your day today? I'm going to say draw. It's been quiet. Win, lose, or draw. Janie, draw. Onyx says was a lose, then a win, now a draw. Well, Onyx, you're going to have to explain that. Rhonda had a win. Rhonda, what was your win? Jackie, win, started coloring from a coloring book. Onyx says had a migraine. I slept, it went away, and then it was a regular day. Excellent. Hi, Julie. Julie says win, got to color after work. Woohoo! Okay, Rhonda says, had my second drum lesson and put a little house with straw outside for the feral cats around here. There you go. That is a win. Jackie says, I'm done with Christmas cards, over 50 holiday cards done. All right. All right, get your paper towels that you put your hand on. I've let the critters out so you can enjoy them. Janie, you started to work on the fashion lady that I gave you guys as an extra. Okay. Tam Tam says I'm done. 2. I did 50 diamond painting ones and ordered 2 more sets. All right. For the neighbors you met here since we moved. Oh. Okay, I'm going to start on the orange here on the left. On the pumpkin, which is orange. Tam Tam says they take 1 hour to do one card. I love doing them. So Rhonda wanted to know, does anyone find your pencils break easier when sharpening when the temperature drops? Hadn't really noticed, to tell you the truth. Rhonda, it could be the way that you're pressing on the pencils. All right. Let me work up my oranges. Rhonda, how long have you had your sharpener? You use it a lot? A few months. What sharpener do you have? Prisma? Well, Rhonda, I have that AFMAT sharpener. I use it a lot. And it really holds up. Why don't you switch over to the AF mat and see how you like it? I absolutely love mine. I mean, I use mine a lot, as you know. I'm also going to give you guys another link to another type of sharpener I use. Yeah, mine is purple. My AF mat is purple. Okay. Now, the other link that I sent you, I have purchased these little bulk sharpeners. They're the cheapy plastic ones here. And when your pencils get short, or when you need to get in really tight areas, I use these. So I've got them on hand. This is a metal sharpener, KUM. Obviously more expensive, but I just found that the cheapy ones work perfectly. See? I mean, that is needle sharp. Okay. Rhonda, get yourself that AF mat. You'll love it. I'm very tough on my sharpeners because I use them a lot every day. Okay, let's color a pumpkin here. Yeah, those little tiny erasers, they do come with that little plastic cover, the case. I just take that off and throw it away, which I hate to do because of the plastic. But it is what it is. All right, let's start on our dark here. Now, as you'll recall, it doesn't matter what you start with, your dark, your medium, or your light. I'm going to start with my dark. Let me move around just a little bit. Now, what do I always tell you? Let the pencil do the work. Don't jam it into the paper. Now, another thing that I want to bring up about coloring is that I think that you guys get in a big hurry to color. And when you do that, you lose the nuances of that coloring. When I color during my broadcast, this pretty much is the speed that I color at. So I want you guys, yeah, I was just thinking about Angry Bear. But, you know, she does this is that she'll disappear for several days and then come back. Now, I want you guys to learn to slow down and take your time when coloring. In other words, enjoy the process. Okay, so I started with my dark lines here. Onyx, worrying is not good for you. There's a difference between worrying and expressing concern. Okay, so here's our dark. Now, Angry Bear, we were just talking about you. Here's my medium. Oh, you heard. Angry Bear, when you don't check in with us, we miss you. We worry about you and we miss you. Okay, here's our medium. You don't have to chat with us every night, Angry Bear. Just check in with us. All right, let me go back to my dark here. I think Onyx watches the World Series as well. Now, when you color this, you're going to want to color in little circles to fill in these little gaps. Onyx, can you get the charge nurse to come in and help you? All right, here's my medium. And then I'm going to come in with my light. Onyx, what do you mean your call light is kind of broken? Okay, guys, here's my light. Rhonda says, I hear mice in my kitchen and my spoiled cats are just chilling here in the living room. Oh, what's really fun is when they start playing with them and then that's it. Okay, now I'm going to come in with a very pale yellow. And notice how I'm back blending it. And smoothing out this orange with it. Onyx, can you ask the maintenance guy to fix the cord on your TV? All right, check out how we've got this lighter yellow. And also check out how I'm going back and I'm now blending our edges. Right? You want a smooth transition. Now, I'm letting this orange streak a little bit on this yellow. So I put the yellow down. And now I'm coming along with the orange. And I'm streaking that orange on top of the yellow. Who's following along with me tonight on their pumpkin? Probably Tam Tam and Janie, yep. Now, notice how putting that yellow over the orange makes it look really cool. Now, I'm going to go back with my medium orange because I want to continue to blend this. And I want you to notice how I'm changing direction with this. Check it out. Well, hello, Stephanie. Now, if you have to, but as a last resort, take a blender pencil and smooth out your orange. Now, this is totally going to depend on what brand pencil you're using. Stephanie, how was your cruise? All right, let me get my edges. All packed. Catch the train at 6:30 a.m. for a ride to Miami. Then 8-day, no kids cruise until November 1st. Okay, guys, check out how beautiful that pumpkin is looking. Now I'm going to come in with my dark and play with these creases a little bit. And I want you to notice that when I put my dark color in the crease, I also come up on the side just a little bit, just to keep that crease from becoming a stark line. Is everybody clear on that? All right. Let's do the next line. Make sure that crease is dark, and then come up on either side of it with my darkest orange. All right, dark pencil. Multiple strokes to darken that line. And then blend it out on either side. Now, if you're following me and doing what I'm telling you, you'll have a really terrific looking pumpkin. All right, let's get into our little cracks right here. Same type of thing, darken that line, and then come up on either side of it with your same pencil. Now, if that doesn't look realistic, I don't know what does. Check it out. Now I'm going to come back in with a little bit of yellow and blend up. And I think I got a really good mix on this. Joke of the day. My friend was injured playing peekaboo with his grandson. He is currently in the ICU. Ah. All right. Good one, Onyx. Now let's finger blend this and get it looking really soft. Isn't that beautiful? Hello, cactus. Okay, next pumpkin. Yes, it has been cactus. Glad to have you back. Okay, I need to move my camera just a little bit. Okay. You watch my replays late nights. My streams have always been a huge comfort. Well, thank you. A lot of people tell me that. And great blend instruction as well. My blending has improved heaps compared to last year. Excellent. Okay. Well, Cactus, I appreciate that feedback. Tells me I'm on the right track. Okay. New set of oranges. Just to make our pumpkin a little different. There's our dark. There's our medium. Here's our light. Jackie, good night. Hold on, I gotta circle it to make it official. There you go. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy Jackie, sleepy Jackie, purr, purr, purr. So, Cactus, can you attend on a more regular basis? Okay, so I'm going to do my little pumpkin at the foot. This one here. Valerie, you're saying goodnight in case you fall asleep. Okay. Oh, that's a nice thing to say. Be cozy, Valerie. Okay. Let's start with our dark. Now, you know that I'm going to be blending these lines, right? Oh my gosh, Cactus, I haven't passed out Halloween candy in years. Yeah, not many kids, you're right. They don't come around problems with people putting things in the candy being way too expensive. Oh my gosh, have you priced candy like it's Sam's? Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, Rhonda says self-taught lesson when getting ready to put details in hair. Put the wax pencils aside and get oil-based pencils. There you go. Okay, here's my medium orange. Just look it up on Google. Cactus. Check out the night that I did the fur on this teddy bear and watch how I did the fur. It'll really help you with hair. So Stephanie, you bought Hershey Chips family pack was $9.32. Used to be $6, six something. Yep. And I'll tell you what, with the way food prices are, people are going to give up things like candy. Okay. Let's go to our light. Let there be light. All right, check out our light coloring, guys. Blending, 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 rawhide. Check out the blending, guys. And then we've got that little bit of light. So I'm going to come in with my yellow. Let's go back to our medium and get that blended and nice and smooth. Smooth as a baby's butt, right? And again, even though I don't recommend it a lot, I'm going to take my blending pencil and I'm going to blend my oranges. Now, some colors just naturally are a little harder to blend than others. Something to do with the pigment. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with my yellow. And I'm going to come in with my light orange. Guys, let's get those likes up. By having our yellow as the base color, it changes the complexion of our orange. Oh, that went blurry. Now, notice how beautifully these pumpkins are coming out because you're taking your time when you color. Slow down when you color. Read my lips. Okay, now I'm going to take my darkest color and same as before, I'm going to run it down my edges here. my indents here, and I'm going to soften that line. And we're going to do lots of blending on that, especially using the yellow on top. Now, if you really wanted to play with this, slow and steady definitely makes a difference. Can pay attention to detail better. At least that's how it's helped me. Cactus, that's the key to adult coloring, is slowing down. Okay, now I'm going to take my electric eraser and I'm going to erase in some white highlight. Now, another way that you can do this is with a white pencil. And notice how that little bit of white is really kicking this up as far as how it looks. If you want realistic looking stuff, this is the way to get it. It's so funny, every time my eye catches this area right here, I keep thinking there's something that's gotten on the paper and I keep trying to brush it away. All right. I love how these pumpkins are turning out. Now I'm going to take my dark orange and I'm going to do my little inclusions here. Tam, and how's your pumpkins going? Janie, how are your pumpkins going? Onyx, you have a couple of big standard pencils. They have white erasers on them. That's what I've been using. Perfect. Oh, Cactus, you saw the book. Those are much friendlier pumpkins compared to the ones I was working on the other night. Boo! Bet you weren't expecting that. Gotta tease you guys a little. Gotta love a little jump scare. All right, let's see what we can do with this third pumpkin now. You should have 6 orange pencils that you've been working with. So let's mix those up to do our next pumpkin. And that way we'll have our third pumpkin color. Guys, look how realistic our pumpkins are looking. I've got to get you guys to quit racing through your coloring. That's half your problems in coloring, is you're coloring way too fast. basically, guys, knock it off. Okay. Now I'm going to come in with an extra dark orange because I'm going to play around with this a little bit. So let me swatch my colors. There's my extra dark orange. Then our dark, medium, and our light. So now we're introducing a new shade. So let's start up with our extra dark. Yeah, and Rhonda says, one thing coloring has taught me is patience. I started to notice how much nicer my pictures look when I don't hurry. Guys, if you want to up your coloring skills, you've got to slow down. That's why I keep telling you is that when I'm coloring buddy colorings, you should be pacing me. Okay, this is my extra dark pencil. I need to start emphasizing that concept more when I'm broadcasting. If you are racing through your coloring, you're screwing yourself over. I don't know, maybe we should equate this to the time that you take of putting on makeup. You don't really race through that. So for those of you that still wear makeup, now don't forget when you lift your pencil, you what? You turn it. Okay, I'm still working on my darkest line. I'm letting the pencil do the work. Oh, Rhonda, you have a set of Prisma Magna pencils arriving tomorrow. Cactus, Mamie decided that she just couldn't moderate anymore. Okay, there's my darkest color. Cactus, you want the job? Yeah, she was a really great moderator. And then Julie was doing it for a while for me. And her obligations wouldn't let her continue. Okay, here's my darks. So that's my extra dark. Cactus, it's really simple. I just feed you the links to stuff. And then when you start to hear me mention something, you paste that link in. You don't have to worry about removing anybody. That's what I do. Okay, let's work on our dark. Onyx is the official. Press that like button. She keeps that. She's the keeper of that. Okay. Here's our darkest color at the bottom. There's my dark. Here's my medium. Onyx is that little niggling voice. She niggles at you. Press that like button. So Onyx, where did you get your current TV set? Okay, now here's our medium. If you're happy and you know it, shake your meds. If you're happy and you know it, shake your meds. Shake your meds, you're happy. Happy, happy, happy. If you're happy and you know it, shake your meds. Oh, it belongs to the facility? Do they let you bring in your own TV set? Onyx, will they let you bring in your own TV set? Oh, okay. So let me get this straight. Their own TV is not working properly. It's got a loose cord and they won't fix it. Okay, lightest color. All right, let's get this light color here. And then let's get our yellow because we don't want to lose that yellow at the top. Cactus says technology can be such a headache sometimes. Good thing we have good old reliable color books and coloring pencils. That's right. All right, let's take a look at this. Then I'm going to come in with my lightest color over my yellow. let me come up with my extra dark here. Render, 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 rawhide. I'm not coloring, I'm rendering. All right. Let me get my extra dark pencil here on our little dots. And then I'm going to grab my blending pencil. Now, I only want you to use your blending pencil as a what? Last resort. On grayscale. Because if you're not careful, the blending brings up the gray into your colored pencil. So the only reason I'm using my blending pencil is to smooth this out. Now, we always talk about layers in colored pencil. This is why you want layers. You want to get a nice, smooth application. So I'm using my blending pencil here to smooth this out, but then I'm going to come right back behind it with my pencil. Tam Tam and Janie, how is your coloring going? All right, let me pull out. How are your pumpkins looking? Okay, let's get our white in here. Now, if you're following my direction and didn't jump ahead of me, you've got some pretty terrific looking pumpkins. Any questions about what I've done so far? Yeah, the highlights look great, actually. Tammy and Janie, I hope you post your WIPs in the group. Okay, I need to move on to our next project. I need to use a tissue. I need to mute you guys for a second so you don't hear me blow my nose. Back in a flash. Okay, Tam, good night. Oh, I got a bunch of pencils to put away. All right. Let me clear my desk here. Next project. Midnight Masquerade. Hannah Carlzon. Hopefully, some of you have this book. Onyx, is your TV working now? Janie, good night. Okay. Let's play. So I'm going to start on the jester outfit. I'm going to use alcohol marker. I've got Cali Arts. Oh, Cactus says, I'm so excited. I just found out I'm getting gifted your Halloween Horrors Jubilee book. Ooh. Your bestie saw it in your Amazon wish list. Supposed to arrive Sunday. Oh, Cactus. Yay. How cool is that? Cactus, did you see the walkthrough of the book? Do a search in the group, walkthrough. Halloween Horrors. Now, your alcohol markers are going to decimate your next page on the Hannah Carlzon. Oh yeah, wait till you see what I do with the peacock. Now, when you color with alcohol markers, you need to figure out what the bleed is. And what that means is you test your marker on the paper in the book and see how far it spreads once you put it down on the paper. Now notice that this is a slightly off red. It's a beautiful, beautiful red. Oh, Onyx says it's much prettier than my red hair. Ha! Cactus, it's kind of a pinkish red. And yes, you're correct, it's not spreading on this paper. Hannah Carlzon books have quality paper. Let me move my camera over just a little bit. Now, if you're careful with your marker, and it shows, if you're careful with your marker and it glows, you won't have any bleed and you won't get any color across the dark line if you're careful with your marker and it shows. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, this is gorgeous. Okay, let's do the sleeve. Now notice when I'm doing this with my marker, Siri, who won tonight's World Series game? Who won tonight's baseball game?
The Blue Jays are leading the Dodgers 3-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning in Game 1 of the World Series.
Did you hear that, Onyx? Blue Jays are leading the Dodgers 3-2. All right, now, when you put marker down, notice that I'm going all the way. Oh, Cactus, your iPad answered. Notice how I'm running this all the way from top to bottom. That keeps your marker streaks uniform. Okay, let's go down to the pants. Kathy. Kathy has entered the room. Now, in order to prevent streaks, you need to do little circles with your marker. So when you're in an open area, just take your marker and do little circles. All right, let me get some water here. All right, let's do our little circles here. And then we'll get down to the bottom here. So Cactus says, ILene, it's nice seeing you feature different color artists on your books. Does Maggie still do some of your covers? I see Julie's. She did a beautiful job on your covers too. Maggie has had to pull back from doing covers for me. Her husband Larry had a bad fall and had to have surgery on his knee, so she's been taking care of him. And her granddaughter will be having planned surgery as well. So Julie's been doing my covers for me recently. All right, let's take a look at this. Now, my shirt is a little streakier than what I would want. So, I'm going to go back over it and make little circles. I really should have done that in the first place. Okay. Oh yeah, it's great that Julie's helping out. Cactus, Julie is doing my covers in Procreate. Okay, let's take a look. Now, obviously the back of this image here now, of course, is ruined. Okay, Onyx. Yeah, Procreate is a really cool app to use. Okay, next color. Yeah, don't you hate that when you can't think of a term? Now, always remember, when you're selecting an alcohol marker, you need to select a color slightly lighter than what you want. I've got to put this red collar on here, I forgot it. Okay, now I'm going to come in with yellow. Cactus, are you and Kathy talking about memory issues? Oh, how pretty is this? Okay, now I want to put a little yellow in these flowers, but I don't want them to be 100% yellow. What were we talking about? Yeah. Who's on first? So I'm just going to put a little bit of yellow in the center. Yeah, the other day I was trying to remember who it was, the actor that died with his wife that was a popular actor, who was, Gene Hackman. For the life of me, I couldn't think of his name. All right, notice a little splotch of yellow just in the center. That way we still have a white flower. Okay, these triangles. We'll make those yellow as well. Oh, okay, Kathy. Before you forget, tomorrow night is John's birthday party. I won't be here. Okay. Kathy, is John with you right now? Okay, let's get these yellow. Now, don't get sloppy with your markers. Oh, Kathy, how can I do birthday song now for him? Oh, that's a good idea, Cactus. I'm glad somebody's thinking, because obviously it's not me. Oh, that's right. His birthday is October 31st. Okay. Promise me that when it gets near his birthday, we can do birthday song for him. Okay. Now, we need to do some shading and shadowing on this. And I'm going to grab my Payne's Gray. And now we're going to start making this look really cool. All right, Payne's Gray. Very, very lightly. And notice how I'm putting in my color and then blending it with my finger. And look how cool that looks. Any question about what the heck I'm doing? Oh, Onyx, I have cheese nips. Bought a box from Sam's the other day. All right, check out how we're giving some dimension to these pants. Now, back to my Nemesis, the blending pencil. Oh yeah, Kathy, yes it is. Midnight Masquerade. Oh, there you go, Onyx. All right, let me pull out. Check it out. Any questions? Okay, I think we're getting there. So this particular image is from Midnight Masquerade, Hannah Carlzon. Great little book. And at the beginning, we started up again on our little sailor stuffy. Do those shoes come in purple? Ah. And that's from Critters and Halloween Costumes Jubilee. A companion book to Critters in Tutus Jubilee. And wait until you see the new release that I've come up with. Okay guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous coloring, love on each other. That's what this group is known for. Oh yay, we got 20 likes. Woo-hoo-hoo! I will see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Have a great rest of the evening. I'm going to go stuff my face on some cheese nips. I hope you had fun tonight. Cactus, are you going to be here on a more regular basis? Quit disappearing. It's a lot of fun when you're here. Okay, guys, take care. Bye.